Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's pour. Now tonight's pour is going to be a airplane, fighter plane, actually from World War II. This says there's a lot on here, so I'm just going to go through it real quick. So we have it on. It's a World War II Warriors Pacific Theater Philippines campaign. Now it has a little stand, and it has Major William Dunham, 460th Fighter Squadron, Leyte, Philippines, 1944. And then on the side it says Republic P-47D Razorback. That's a lot of back. Battle facts. November 1944, 20 days after MacArthur waded ashore at Red Beach in the Philippines, the 460th Squadron, commanded by Major Dunham, were top cover for B-25 strikes defending the Leyte Gulf. The pilots of the 460th in their P-47 Thunderbolts fought fierce air-to-air combat and shot down 54 aircraft, most of those destroyed in the month of December when the enemy made an all-out effort to drive them from Leyte into the sea. Didn't know that. So I love the look of this plane. So we're going to use that in a painting, and of course that is a Johnny Lightning brand. I do love the Johnny Lightnings as probably about as much as I do love the Hot Wheels. And there's some other brands that are follow up on those, but those probably are my top two, are Hot Wheels and Johnny Lightning. And so anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a 10 by 20 canvas. We're going to do blue for a blue sky, blue background, and we're just going to use some white in there. And I'm not going to have much of a effect coming out, but I'm going to try to make some clouds. So all we're using is Artist Loft white and Artist Loft blue. Now I've already got the blue mixed. I got it here in my cup. And normally I don't show putting down the base color. But I'm going to do it on this time because I'll be creating some clouds, or attempting to. I've done them before. They've turned out all right. We'll see how we do. And I'll show you one technique I'm going to use. I don't know if it's a technique that's out there. I don't really watch a lot of videos anymore of paint pouring. I do every now and then, once in a while. But the majority of the paint pours that I watched were when I was learning how to do this, and early on when I was pouring. I first started pouring probably in the first year, and now I watch them every once in a while, but it's only when I see something that's really unique, and so I kind of watch it. So this is just kind of me coming up with how I think clouds should be created. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well. So let me just adjust the camera and we'll get started. All right, so I have my blue mixed here, and then I have a pre-mixed paints. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I knew that was going to happen. All right, so I have my blue. I know you see a little white spot there. That's just because I was videoing it earlier that I was going to squirt this in there, and it was clogged up, so it just barely dripped out. So there's a little blue in it, or white in there. So I've got white paint already. So I'm just going to, I wanted it because I'm just going to put a couple squirts in it like that. And then we're going to pour it on. Just to get some white in there. So it kind of looks like a sky with a cloudy sky. There you go. I do this kind of with like my turtle ones, just to get a little extra white in there. Usually turns out pretty good. Me, I just like to cover up the white on the sides of the canvas. That's just my preference. Which is why I don't film this, because it just takes so long. Sorry if I get my big head in the way. To me, I have an abnormally big skull. I like to say it's because it's my brain needs that much space, but I don't think that's reality. All right, so now we have our blue down. We'll give it a torch because I see a lot of bubbles. A lot of air pockets. All right, so we're gonna do just kind of a actually, I think I don't like that. I like even though I clean this off, I'm gonna just kind of get a streak like a cloud. I think we'll put the streak right there, which is what we want. So we'll have our plane right there. Here she is. Love that right there. All right, I think that'll work. We'll wait for this to dry, and then we'll Now I might go back in with like a paint pen and make those a little bit longer since they kind of sunk pretty fast. But I think we'll get the gist of what I was trying to do. Little streak. So, but we'll wait for that to dry and then we'll do that. All right, as you can see, it has dried. Now I did take, this was real thin and only went a little bit on the marks I made. So I have some of these Posca paint pens, and so I drew some lines there for the streak of the off the wings. So that's where we're gonna set that, is like right in there. So it's kind of coming off the wings. So this is a 10 by 20 canvas. We have it taped on the back so we can peel it off in the morning. We have 7 ounces of Promise epoxy. It's 3.5 of the hardener, 3.5 of the epoxy. And we're gonna try to scrape out as much as we can, because the less we leave in there, because the resin that's inside the cup will harden and eventually build up, so that your measurements could be off if you don't keep an eye on that. But you can clean those out by peeling out the resin, which I do have a tutorial video on that on my channel if you want to see that, if you're interested in that. Kind of show you how to do that. It doesn't take all that long. It's not that difficult. I mean, it can be at times. It is better to wait for it to build up just about the right amount, not too little, because then it's hard, it just breaks off real easily, and then it's hard to peel out of there. If you got too much, it's just way too thick. So you kind of have to wait, and once you do it a few times, you'll know exactly when the time is. This one is not quite, maybe one more pour and it'll be ready to do that. Maybe about every 4 pours, or 4 times you mix in it. All right, I'm liking those blue colors. Set that up there. And get my chair so I can get a good seat and look at the glare off of this, so I can see all those air bubbles popping with this torch. Excuse me. think we got it. Now we get this right in the right spot. I think it's a good spot. Sweet. Now I've done one other. It wasn't really a airplane. It was more like I think it was the X-Men's ship or something, spaceship, or I don't know, jet. Maybe it was a jet, not a airplane, but I do like this one. I like that model. I really did like the World War II planes, the war planes and stuff. They were pretty cool back then. All right. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and help the channel out. Thanks for watching.